talk about?
If you want to introduce yourself.
I'm Dustin Harbin. I did this book, Diary Comics, #1, which is published by Small Press, which is a Canadian publisher run by Ann Koyama, who is maybe the nicest, most generous person. She basically pays for everything. She's pretty great. It's a 48-page book that collects the first 6 months of my diary comic in tiny miniature. And it's actually pretty good. I'm pretty proud of it, which is not always the case. You might know it's easy to be like, ugh, but it's pretty good. It's a pretty good book. I'm doing pretty good with it this weekend too, which is exciting.
Something I've noticed about your diary comics that I don't see in a lot is that you seem to put a lot more work. Your line work seems a lot more deliberate instead of like the sketchy version of diary comics.
Yeah, which is a problem. Like I work real small. Like these are the originals here, so the originals are like 4 inches wide, but it's easy to put too much work into it. You know what I mean? Sure. They take about an hour in the morning, but even that is time I could spend making real comics, not comics about kissing somebody, you know, whatever, like just dumb stuff.
Okay. Now, you also take notes on the day, so it's not even that you're waking up the next day and doing
the comic. I'm about 1 month behind it. So then I'll look at the notes and be like, weird dinner. What does that mean? What, did it taste bad? I don't remember. Like, the next day when I write it, I'm like, oh yeah, that was a weird dinner. That'll make a good one. Then a month later, yeah. So I'm trying to catch up. Hopefully by the end of this month, I'll be caught up.
Cool. And other than the diary stuff, what are your comics?
What do you mean? What are
like
they?
your real comics, so you call them?
They're split between little one-page gag comics and occasional memoir comics, like little short stories, like Hey Herc, doing stuff from like stuff from when I was a kid, little stories. Those are pretty good. I'm pretty proud of those, but they're Oh, I'm sorry. I just made some hot eye contact with Alec Longstreet. Yeah, he's a looker. He's a looker.
We'll get you two together.
Yeah, they're more finished. They're a lot more finished comics. Those are more like this size. They're like that kind of thing. There'll be like a gag or something. Like this one is 8 different ways people get kicked in the nuts. So it's topical. It's relevant to today's problems.
Of ball injury.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, nuts. Some people love them, some people hate them, but everyone's talking about nuts.
Awesome. And we'll leave it at that.
All right.